17 Small Front Porch Ideas. Connecticut-based blogger Annie Diamond of Most Lovely Things and her family have lived in 15 houses. In every house we have made sure that the entryway is welcoming, she says. Your entryway is the first impression that people have when visiting. I hope mine says, "Come on in." The door is always open. Diamond uses Edison bulbs in her lanterns to create a warm and inviting glow. She keeps things fresh by swapping out plants, rotating seasonal decorations, and experimenting with the paint color on the door, which has been black, gray and here, a candy-colored, feel-good shade of pastel pink. This 10x12 tiny house from designer Stefania Skrabic of New York-based AHG Interiors has a generous open front porch that creates extra outdoor living space. Simple decor choices like a classic bistro table and chairs, a simple lantern, a wooden stool, a garland light, and a tangle of climbing ivy add up to a lush, romantic getaway with an irresistible dose of charm. A small front porch makes even a diminutive garden studio more inviting, as evidenced by this minimalist backyard front deck from Oliver Dang of Toronto-based architecture and design studio 645A. The front porch is crafted from the same cedar strips and matching wood boards used for the fence and studio, creating a seamless look. A deck chair provides a place to take a break, and a little garden gnome by the door adds a touch of whimsy. This little guest cottage from Peachtree City, Georgia-based Our Town Plans has a front porch perfect for one, furnished with a rocking chair, side table and table lamp that turns it into an alfresco reading room. Warm deep gray paint on the porch steps, flooring and house shutters create a cohesive look. The wide open step-up front porch on this little red house from Georgia-based Our Town Plans has a timeless all-American appeal, thanks to classic black accents on the door and shutters, and a pair of rocking chairs for contemplating the view. A welcome sign and hello doormat reinforce the message that guests are invited to make themselves at home on this pretty porch from Jacqueline at Coffee, Pancakes and Dreams. She used a black, white, and yellow palette on her small front porch to create a welcoming entrance. A small outdoor sitting area includes a chair, throw and pillow, a side table for a coffee cup or a glass of wine and some greenery and flowers. At the Cottage Grove Inn in California, a series of guest cottages includes semi-private outdoor porches that open onto a grove of elm trees. Keeping with the property's traditional take on wine country style, interior designer Kendall Ermshar decorated the simple front porches with painted shutters, a basket of firewood for the wood-burning fireplace inside, and white wicker furniture. Blogger Rachel Paxton of Maison de Pax began the redesign of this tiny Texas farmhouse by starting on the outside. She painted the formerly burnt orange tiny house in matte black and created outdoor seating and living areas on her front porch with a hanging bench on one side and a rocking chair on the other before turning her attention to the inside. Chicago-based architects Gregory Howe and Pam Lawmaster of Searle Lawmaster Howe designed the Lawless Retreat on the edge of a state park in central Michigan with a shaded and low-slung front porch that acts as an intimate landing space that opens into an interior with expansive views of the surrounding woods. The house and front porch is clad in both untreated and charred cedar and obsidian lap siding. A pair of rosy deck chairs adds a warm dose of color. This fairy tale Victorian 125-square-foot cottage in the Catskills of New York is the stuff that tiny house dreams are made of, with its room of one's own proportions and romantic all-season feel. The small but open front porch painted white to match the home's exterior sets the tone for the frilly French Nordic decor on the inside of what owner Sandra Foster calls her shabby streamside studio. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania-based Michael Worm Jr. of Inspired by Charm created a cozy sitting area on this small front porch with its pretty black wrought iron detailing by adding a bench, an organic side table, a throw and pillow, and hanging plants. "I love me a big front porch," he says. "However, after living in an apartment for a while, I realized you can make any space look beautiful. The size of the space doesn't matter." Camille Stiles created an effortlessly boho chic and airy front porch at her design studio with a rattan porch swing and accessories like baskets, lanterns and a doormat in natural woven materials, plus plants and a fresh coat of white paint. We knew this area would be perfect for relaxing, she says, but it's also turned out to be an amazing place to take work calls and zone into our laptops. Blogger Kelly Rinzema from Lily Pad Cottage has a front porch with built-in banquettes on either side of the front door, embellished with long body pillows covered in gray and white fabric to match the color scheme of her house. She uses the front porch as a starting point for seasonal decor. For this fall arrangement, she embraced the symmetry of the porch itself, flanking the walkway to the entrance with hydrangeas in shades of pink and purple as well as large planters full of kale and cabbage. Seattle-based blogger Susan of Saw Nail and Paint created an intimate outdoor living room feel in this small sitting area at one end of her front porch with thrifted, vintage, new, and repurposed decor, including a pair of seagrass wingback chairs layered with pillows and throws for extra comfort, a bistro table, an area rug, an oversized lantern, a fluffy fern in a raised planter, and an old galvanized container full of faux lilacs. A pair of simple gauzy white curtains hung at one end of the porch creates intimacy and a feeling of privacy from prying eyes. Michael and Danielle Gutelli of design collective Clark Plus Aldine used inky black outdoor paint on the front door, porch floor, and outdoor steps to create a striking entrance point that creates graphic contrast with the home's bright white exterior. The small front porch has room for a sitting area for two. Natural wood, plants, lanterns, and a throw pillow and friendly welcome mat add a dose of warmth. Blogger Anita Joyce of Cedar Hill Farms created a French-inspired front porch with a classic vintage bistro table and chairs dressed up here for fall with a vintage candelabra, a bouquet of wheat, a tartan tablecloth, a wooden bowl full of fall fruit, and a little terrarium filled with miniature white pumpkins. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more interesting videos. And please hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm.